Back with Frankie Corrado. Frankie, it's time to play fantasy or reality. I'll make a statement, you pick a side. First up, the New York Rangers. Rod Brind'Amour said, and I quote, "We were playing the best team in the league," end quote. Here's the statement. Brind'Amour is right. The Rangers are the best team in the league right now. Fantasy or reality?
That has to be a reality, Gino. To this point in the playoffs, the New York Rangers have been the strongest team. They've played the least amount of games, and they're the President's Trophy winners. So there's no fantasy in Rod Brind'Amour's statement. And the New York Rangers, when they showed that they needed to push back, they pushed back. When they needed a big goal, they found a big goal. The New York Rangers have shown so much versatility in the way they've been able to play. And yes, I get their first round was an easier first round, having to go through the Washington Capitals, but that series against Carolina could have easily gone Carolina's way. That is a team that had Stanley Cup aspirations and realistic Stanley Cup aspirations. The New York Rangers did a great job of weathering the storm, no pun intended, of the Carolina Hurricanes and finding a way to win that series.
You intended that pun. Don't lie to me, brother. That was no accident. All right, let's move on. Last year, the Panthers erased a 3-1 deficit to come back and knock off the Bruins. This year, the Bruins are going to get their revenge by doing exactly the same thing to the Panthers. Fantasy or reality?
That would be a fantasy, Gino. This Florida Panthers team, despite the fact that Paul Maurice really let them have it on the bench and seemed like he was really angry with this group, feels like they're going to be able to bounce back from that. The Boston Bruins are a good team, Gino, but they have their limitations offensively. There is more offense to the Florida Panthers than there is to the Boston Bruins. And defensively, the Florida Panthers are a better team. You can solve the goaltending either way. Like, this series should go to the Florida Panthers, and if it doesn't, it would be a massive opportunity squandered. But I still do believe that the Panthers find a way to win this series and fend off the Boston Bruins.
Agree 100%. I'm surprised it's gone this deep. All right, last one. The Dallas Stars have to beat the Avs and clinch in tonight's Game 6, because if this one goes 7, Colorado completes the comeback. Fantasy or reality?
I will say that's a fantasy as well, Gino. The Dallas Stars showed in the first round that they are willing to be resilient and persevere, and they're okay with playing a long series. That's the reality of where they're at in the playoffs. They had to go up against a really strong Vegas Golden Knights team, take that the distance, stay engaged that whole series long, find a way to win. There's no way they went into this series against the Colorado Avalanche thinking that this was going to be easy, especially if they watched the way Colorado played against the Winnipeg Jets. So they know that this series has the potential to go the distance, and they know they're going to have to be focused the entire way. Of course, you would like to close it out sooner rather than later, but I have a feeling this Dallas team is prepared to go all the way and find a way to win right down to the very end.
I love this series. It's been a clash of the Titans. This has been the special long weekend edition of Fantasy or Reality with Frankie Corrado.